The 250SX Championship is the final piece missing from Hayden Deegan's trophy collection in the 250 class, and 2025 is shaping up to be the year he finally claims it. With just 2 rounds left in the Monsterenergy AMA Supercross season, Deegan has positioned himself as the heavy favorite, showcasing remarkable consistency and poise far beyond his years. While a few riders remain mathematically eligible for the title, the odds are stacked heavily in Deegan's favor. Only 3 other riders still hold a mathematical shot at the championship: Cole Davies, Julian Boehmer, and Joe Shimoda. But even that's a stretch. Both Boehmer and Shimoda trail Deegan by more than 25 points, meaning if they finish behind him this weekend in Denver, their title hopes are officially over. Even if they somehow beat Deegan in Denver, they need a full-blown miracle in Salt Lake City to close the gap. Realistically, their championship chances are all but gone. That leaves one name in the mix with a somewhat realistic shot: Cole Davies. The rookie sensation currently sits 17 points behind Deegan in the standings. It's a solid season by any standard, especially considering he's taken the last 2 wins, but it may not be enough. For Deegan, who hasn't finished worse than 5th all season, and that 5th came at the season opener, it would take a significant misstep for him to let this title slip away. He's been on the podium every round since, often charging through the pack to get there. That level of consistency makes his path to the championship pretty straightforward. So, could Deegan lock it down early and seal the deal this weekend in Denver? The answer is yes, but it depends on how things shake out behind him, especially how Davies performs. Both Deegan and Davies have 2 wins each, so a 3rd win from Deegan would secure him the tiebreaker advantage in the event of an end-of-season tie. If Deegan can build his lead to 25 points by the end of the Denver round, he'll clinch the title with 1 round to spare. Here are some possible clinching scenarios. If Deegan wins and Davies finishes 5th or worse, Deegan takes the championship. If Deegan finishes 2nd, Davies must finish 8th or worse for Deegan to clinch. A 3rd-place finish from Deegan means Davies would need to place 10th or worse. If Deegan finishes 4th, Davies must be 12th or worse. A 5th-place finish from Deegan would require Davies to finish 13th or worse. Each of these scenarios results in an 8-point swing in Deegan's favor, the exact margin he needs to officially shut the door on any remaining title threat from Davies. While none of this is set in stone, and racing is always unpredictable, the odds clearly favor Deegan. With his proven pace, composure under pressure, and the ability to make smart, consistent decisions in critical moments, he's in prime position to grab his first Supercross championship, and potentially do it around early. Over in MxGP, Team HRC will be down a key rider this weekend as red plate holder and 5-time world champion Tim Gajser has officially withdrawn from the Portuguese round of the championship in Agueda. The Slovenian rider has been nursing injuries following a heavy crash during the Grand Prix of Switzerland, where he tangled with a dangerous man-made track boundary. While Gajser had hoped a week of intensive rehab and physiotherapy would allow him to line up for round 7, it ultimately wasn't enough. The crash came just days after Gajser and teammate Ruben Fernandez delivered a dominant 1-2 performance in the qualifying race, raising hopes that the number 243 would extend his already impressive championship lead. However, Gajser's physical condition hasn't improved to a level that would allow him to withstand the rigors of top-tier motocross. What makes this all the more disappointing is how well he had been performing. Gajser had taken 3 wins in the first 6 rounds and had podiumed in every one. His lead, once 49 points, is now reduced to 27, making his absence in Portugal a potential turning point in the title fight. Despite the setback, Gajser and his medical team have agreed that rest and further evaluation are necessary before returning to action. It's a tough pill to swallow for the fan favorite and championship leader, but it's a decision made in the interest of long-term health and career longevity. Now the focus turns to recovery, with hopes that he can return stronger and resume his pursuit of a 6th world title in the coming rounds. It's not just Gajser who's sidelined. Monsterenergy Yamaha Factory MxGP's Maxime Renaux will also miss the next 2 rounds of the FIM Motocross World Championship after suffering a significant crash during the same Grand Prix in Switzerland. Initially, there was some optimism when scans revealed no fractures. However, further assessments have confirmed that Renaux sustained an acute contusion to his gluteal region and left hip joint, injuries that require more healing time than first expected. As a result, Renaux has been ruled out of both the Portuguese and Spanish rounds. The Yamaha squad remains hopeful for a full recovery, and updates on his return timeline will be provided on Yamaha-Racing.com. Currently sitting 5th in the championship standings, Renaux had been building momentum and was expected to be a factor as the season progressed. His absence leaves a noticeable gap in the gate lineup as MxGP continues to be plagued by injuries to top contenders.